Hello, I'm Mohammed Yunus from Bangladesh, talking to you from my home. We are at home because of the pandemic. Everybody else is doing the same all around the world. It's a very depressing world. Hello, President Katrina. Hello, President-elect Hendrik. And all the members of Wiesbaden Rotary Club. And hi, Dom. We are delighted to have this opportunity to talk to you. Dom invited me to sneak into your virtual meeting. So since it's a virtual meeting, he thought this would be a good opportunity to get in and say hello to you. So hi. In this depressing time, you spend your time reflecting what's going on, what's happening, what happens next, and what you can do. Because it's not only a threat by the disease, which is terrible, which is happening every day, people dying, and it's a threat to people's livelihood, people losing jobs, income, and a massive number in Bangladesh, particularly a country like Bangladesh, India, many other such countries. People live in daily income, daily wages, doing little businesses on the side, on the walkway, selling things, and make a living, finance their livelihood, send their children to school, and all gone because of the lockdown. Everybody has been stopped from doing whatever they were doing. So all their income is gone. So this is a big threat. Can people survive? So it's a life versus livelihood, whether you are threatened by disease or you are threatened by lack of income, and use up all the little savings that you made over years in just like moments. It's gone. And it's happening. You see people, destitution is coming to people in a massive way, and it's visible. We are trying in our own way with our social businesses that we created over years to devote that part of attention to how to keep people alive, give them food in a regular way, not just one-time food. So we have adopted thousands of families, like Grameen companies have adopted about 15,000 families around the country, wherever they work, provide them weekly food to their doorstep so that they can have survived with their family members. And Grameen Bank itself is doing over 30,000 families doing the same thing. And Grameen Phone has taken the responsibility of 100,000 families to be fed. And not just 1 day or 2 days, as long as the continuation of this situation persists. And they don't have to worry about food. At least that's one part we can take care of them. But this is a very small number. We have to have other people, other companies, other well-off people to come forward to make sure that they can participate. And government has to do the real job. And how to do it efficiently without creating corruption. Even in these days of helping other people, greedy people take opportunity to grab things along the way because it's coming free and so on. So this is one of our attempts that we continue, and we feel good that we do that. And we come face to face with people who are suffering. Some of them are known people who used to work. We used to see them. So they come forward to see, what do we do now? So we said, okay, we'll take care of you until it's over, and then you go back to whatever you can do. And we'll be again active in that part also to put them back into work and so on. This is one of our responsibilities. We feel strongly how much we can do. That will depend as we go along. And at the same time, we are looking at the situation of the virus itself. to protect the health workers, doctors. Our healthcare system, public health, is very, very inefficient, very well organized. Doctors don't have their personal protection gears, the dresses that they need to come to near to the corona victims or the victims that you don't know, asymptomatic cases. So how to make sure you are not afraid to come near them. So we have been producing to our social business company, garment company, enormous number of PPE, the personal protective gears, so that we can supply to all the doctors and hospitals, because government has not been able to do that. So many doctors are already infected by the coronavirus. So we are supplying them wherever the need is. All the nurses, health workers, doctors, health professionals, we provide them with the PPE and the mask. The government couldn't provide the mask either, N95 masks. So we are providing them mask. We are importing it from China to provide them with the masks. And we produce foot gears so that you protect your feet. We are producing our own non-medical masks, the mask that everybody can wear, everybody should wear. So we are producing it in massive number. The last batch that we had is about 500,000 masks, and we distribute them free, those who cannot afford it. Those who can afford it pay the little price so that they can use it, and we can use the money to produce more and more. And we aim to produce more and more as we go along. It's not just one-time production. We continue to produce PPE, we continue to produce masks, we continue to produce the shoe gears and all this. So this is what we are trying to do, make ourselves busy in some way, and we feel so inadequate that we are not doing the need to fulfill the need that we see around us. And also we have a company called Digital Health. We had it created as a social business. So we are providing interesting product out of that. We provide one big service, free of cost, coronavirus check. So you can check up with going into the website and fill up some questions. Then you find out whether you are at risk of corona, or you're already infected with corona, or we are not yet infected by corona, and so on. So we give them a good grade according to the answers they provide to the questions that are in the format that you have to fill in as you enter. So this is being used, and hundreds of thousands of people are using that and feel happy that at least they get some first reaction to find out whether they are victims of coronavirus and so on. Another one that we are doing is offering them, we have offered them the first 100,000, and we are now going for the next 100,000, because 100,000 is almost done. Free insurance, corona insurance, we call it corona insurance. And that corona insurance is, if you register yourself on our website, on the Digital Health website, and you get yourself registered for corona insurance, which provides you hospitalization cost in case of corona. So if you have corona, all the costs are borne by the insurance company. And then in case of death, a family gets a compensation and gets an amount to take care of themselves in absence of you, in absence of the person who died. So this is one, is a free. Free means to the person who is registering, it's free. But one of our companies is financing it, paying the premium. So the premium is paid by some other authority or other group. And persons, we are aiming at the poorer families and those who can protect themselves from the uncertain cost of corona and so on. So this is another person. And then we have the call-in doctors, online doctors. You can make a phone call and tell your problems, and you can have a conversation about it. And this has also become very popular. People call up, and there are a whole group of doctors sitting there in the booth answering your questions all day. This is 24-hour service anytime, wherever you are. If you have an emergency, if you have any problem, if you are worried about something, you can call up a doctor, and the doctor will give you the advice that you needed and consultation. You can follow it up. If you need medicine, doctor will prescribe medicine, because it's going to the hospital, going to the clinics is also difficult under the lockdown. So this became very popular, digital health. And now we are organizing more and more services to the digital health, and every day we are coming up with a program that will give them excitement that they can take care of their health as it goes on. So these are the kind of things we are providing. And on the food side, one of our companies is providing food for the children of the slums, because we have the slum schools where the children of the slum come to the school. Now that school is closed and the families don't have income, the children are in difficulty. So those who are children going to school, now we provide their families all the food so that the children can remain fed and the families can remain fed. And many of these children are doing wonderful. They're competing with the other schools, regular schools, and graduating from high schools. These are coming from the absolutely destitute families and so on. So we feel very close with them because these are schools run by us and the children belong to us. So this is our responsibility to make sure they are not abandoned during these difficult days. So these are the kind of things to keep us busy and see what's coming next. One thing I kept trying to focus on, telling that whatever we do when the coronavirus and its attack is over, we would like to go back where we are coming from. I said, no, we don't want to go back where we are coming from. And that I want to emphasize again and again. We don't want to go back where we are coming from. The world that we are coming from was a very unpleasant world, very dangerous world. It was destroying our climate. It was destroying our society by making extreme wealth concentration. It was destroying our world by making unemployment. There's a massive unemployment through artificial intelligence and so on. And we have a whole long list out of it. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go back and repeat that thing and catch up from that. This is a no-no. Coronavirus, no matter how terrible it is, it gave us an opportunity to build a new world, a world of our own choosing. We don't have to do that. What is the world that we choose? That's something that we have to answer that question right now as we reflect. And I'm encouraging you and encouraging everybody else to reflect on this and have an imagination. Imagine the world that we want to have. What kind of world it would be? And I'm talking about having a world of 3 zeros. Zero poverty, zero wealth concentration, and zero net carbon emission, and zero unemployment, and those kind of features that we want to see. But how? What are the things we take with us from this, the rubbles that we have created over the years with the coronavirus, over the months, with all the bits and pieces that are left of the old world? What are the pieces that we want to take with us? This is the decision we have to make now. We don't want to take everything. We want to choose things which fits into our imagination, not the one that we want to. Anything which destroys our climate, we don't want to take with us. Anything which leads to wealth concentration, we don't want to take with us. Anything which creates unemployment for a massive number of people, we don't want to take with us. So decide now and imagine the world. Imagine the world that we want to build and how we build. So this is all about imagination. And make this imagination happen. And you can imagine together within your Rotary Club or within your family. Talk to your children what kind of world they would like. Imagination. It doesn't have to be real at all. Because I'm always drawing attention that if we imagine, it will happen. If we don't imagine, it will never happen. So let's imagine now. This is a good time to imagine and get ready to build the world we want. Thank you very much for letting me sneak into your conversation and your meeting, and wish you a good meeting, and looking forward to seeing you when everything will be back into normal again and we can see each other. Thank you.